welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hello, my name is Dani. Welcome to my handbag channel where I love talking about luxury handbags. I love talking about contemporary brand handbags as well, and any beautiful handbags in this world that I may be obsessed about. If you like that kind of content, certainly do subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way you'll be informed every time I upload a video. Now, I just said that this is my handbag channel, but you know, it's kind of a luxury channel, and I have an unboxing today. Ta-da! And this is not a bag, but it is from Hermes. Also influenced to purchase this by my friend here on YouTube, Mary. And if you do follow her channel as well, you might get an idea of what's in this box. I picked this up approximately a week ago from the pickup location. I've been so patient. I haven't done live unboxings in a long time because I'm a little bit time poor, and hence the delay in filming this unboxing as well. Anyway, I'll tell you the whole story once I open up this box. Okay, here we go. The other side. There we go. Okay. Ta-da! Hello, Hermes packaging. All right. Oh, let me see. Oh, okay. All right, very well. Now, I did say I wanted to make this a gift, so they gave me a card. I'm pretty sure I wrote myself a message. That's what the card looks like. That comes with a gift. And look, I did write myself a great message. I wrote, "You are amazing." And certainly, I think I am. Oh, look, how nice. They there's this elastic band that keeps all of it down, so make sure everything is tied down and doesn't move around too much, which is nice. Let me try and get it out. Okay, I got that out of the box. We have a paper bag. Do I have an Hermes paper bag? I feel like I don't have one. This might be my first one. I did purchase new from the Hermes website before, a CDC ring, and it came in a box and everything, but I'm not sure. I don't recall getting a paper bag that time. I might have to go back and check. But okay, orange paper bag. It's always exciting to get an orange paper bag, isn't it? Okay, and what's this? And the QR code for our return FAQ. So I guess this is just some information about how to return items if you wanted to return it. Hermes has a 30-day return window, and that's why I was comfortable waiting to unbox this. But here she is. Hello. All right, very well. So the Hermes brown ribbon. I'm just going to undo the ribbon. I have no qualms with the ribbon. Here we are. Da, 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 da. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, from the box, you might be able to tell what it is. Okay. And then ooh, hello, exciting. Okay, that's it. The dust bag. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Da, da, da. All right. Okay, so you can already tell it's a belt. It's in the color Etup. Okay, you can probably tell because it's adjustable that this is the Kelly belt and this is the Kelly 18. 18 meaning the width of the belt, so 18 millimeters. Which hardware? I'll show you. Palladium. Ooh, very nice. I love these. It's like little gloves for the buckle. It's so cute. It's like little mitts to keep them warm. These little dust bags are so cute. They even have like the Hermes logo on there. They're so cute. And that's the other side. Okay, let me have a quick look at it. I'm trying to like close it up. In Mary's video, the first time she tried to lock up the buckle, she had a bit of a hard time as well, and then she said just shove it in. So I am going to try. Gosh. No, there's nothing in the way. Kind of doing this seesaw thing. Oh dear. Now, no, there's no plastic over that bit. So just push it in. I'm too scared. Ah, got it. That probably took me like a minute and a half. Well, there you go. Can I turn it? Yes, I can turn it. So that's what it would look like. So it's still got its protective stickers on. That's why it looks a little bit more matte, but you can see around the edges, it's shiny. Try not to blind you with my light. But here we are. This is the Hermes Kelly 18 belt in a taupe with palladium hardware. So the taupe comes with the contrast stitching. Now I can't take it off. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, hello. Oh, here we are. All right. Okay, so this is meant to be adjustable. It's quite tight, which is good. And I always knew it would be tight because I tried out a dupe before I bought the real thing. In terms of the serial number or the date code, I don't know what Hermes calls this, but it's right behind the buckle, so on the other side. And I don't know whether these can be copied or not, so I'm not going to show you what they are, but it's directly behind the Kelly buckle. Okay, and then next to it, it says Hermes, made in France. Okay, let me just try it on. Here it is again. Ah, there we go. All right. So roughly, that's what it looks like on me. I'm kind of wearing a top, which is loose, so I guess it has the same effect as if I was wearing a dress. But, ooh, me like it. Me like it. Hello. Okay, so there's the unboxing, but I will certainly share with you the price and the story time around the purchase of this belt. So this is going to be really awkward now because when I'm unboxing a bag, I usually hold it up while I'm talking, but what do I do with this? How about that? Whoa, do I look like a queen? What do you think? Oh goodness. Okay, anyway, what do I do with this belt? Okay, I'll try and hold it like this as I'm talking. Is that weird? As I was saying, I really like listening to story times when other people unbox their items, and that's because we usually think about it and somehow rationalize these really expensive purchases, and they often don't make sense, right? But in any case, I am very pleased with this purchase. In terms of why I bought this belt, I've always wanted an Hermes Kelly belt. I've tried to talk myself out of it and even bought a dupe, and I'll go and get the dupe and do a comparison for you in a minute. But I've always wanted a Kelly belt because I feel like it looks very elegant, it's very understated, it goes with lots of things, it's very classic, and I love the fact that it is adjustable as well. So with this sort of adjustable component, initially I did think that, is it really going to stay? Are these tabs over here just going to loosen and slide all over the place? But this is when, dupes are really great, and I purchased a dupe and I realized that these tabs, they provide enough friction that they don't slide at all. I have worn my dupe mostly with jeans, and it hasn't loosened despite, when you wear jeans and you wear it low, there's a lot of movement around the hip as opposed to around the waist, and the dupe Kelly belt did not loosen at all, which made me think like, okay, how much do I love the Kelly belt that I want to buy the real one from Hermes? A number of things pushed me over. So firstly, I wasn't even thinking about buying the Kelly belt this time, right? And always in my mind, what I had planned to do was to travel to Paris one day. Like one day I will go back to Paris, I know that, and then go and purchase the Kelly belt from the Hermes flagship store. And that's because in my mind, the Kelly belt was going to be the last thing that I purchased from Hermes. It's like the last thing that I really wanted from Hermes, and I want the store or the boutique experience. And where else to do it than the flagship store in Paris? That makes sense, right? Then hopefully I'll have like a full circle, complete experience. I've never really talked about my Hermes wish list before, but really I am a handbag lover. So the things that I really want from Hermes are the handbags. And I already have a Birkin and a Kelly. So I have a Birkin 25 and I have a Kelly 32. At one stage, I thought I wanted a Kelly 28 as well, but I'm getting to a stage where I'm thinking, I don't really need a Kelly 28. I'm pretty satisfied with a Kelly 32. So from a bag point of view, and I have talked about it on my channel before, I feel like I have achieved a degree of purse peace because I have two of those bags, which were my holy grail bags. I do also really like Hermes silks, and I do have one Hermes silk scarf already. I also really like Hermes jewelry. On one hand, my mind's thinking, oh, these jewelry, if you want to buy real jewelry, you buy it from like a jeweler. And at the same time, with buying luxury items, there's a huge component of it which is about showing off the logo. And on jewelry, it's very hard to see a logo. So I allowed myself to purchase one ring from Hermes, which was I think it's called the CDC ring. Gosh, I don't even remember what it's called now, but it's a dog collar one. I'll overlay some images here, and if you really want to watch the unboxing, I'll link that in the description box below. So based on those items, I mean, those were really the main things that I wanted from Hermes. I'm really not someone who will go and buy sushi plates, blankets from Hermes. Yeah, and in my mind, the last thing that I wanted from Hermes was a Kelly belt because of all the reasons that I stated before. So why did I go ahead and buy it this time as opposed to, fulfilling my dream, traveling to Paris and buying it from the flagship store? Okay, so my YouTube bestie is Lumi Level Up, so Mary from Lumi Level Up, and she recently bought three Kelly belts. Three Kelly belts, which made me kind of jealous. I'll link all her videos in the description box below. Her thought process of purchasing these three belts. They are absolutely hilarious as well. So yeah, I really feel like I can relate to her, and this is probably why we're like YouTube besties. In any case, one of the things that she mentioned in one of her videos was the price increase. And in Europe, the price of the Kelly belt had gone up from 730 euros to 920 euros, I believe it was something like that, over a span of 2 years. And that is like a huge price increase. So I then went into FOMO mode a little bit. I haven't looked for the Kelly belt in the longest time, but after watching Mary's videos, it triggered me to go and look at the Hermes website for Kelly belts. Historically, there's hardly any stock of the Kelly belts on the Hermes website. Like, I used to look for them. I used to stalk the website regularly to see if they came up, and they were never there. So I kind of stopped looking for a while, and it was Mary's videos that triggered me to go and look. And lo and behold, there was a whole bunch of Kelly belts there ready to be bought. I could not believe my eyes. I could not believe my eyes. So I was like, holy cow, holy cow. Here's my opportunity to buy the Kelly belt if I wanted. Years ago, when I visited an Hermes boutique, I did ask about the price of the Kelly belt. So they didn't have any Kelly belts in the Melbourne boutique that I visited that time, but I just asked about the price. And I do remember thinking it was maybe 1,200, something along those lines. And then when I checked this time on the Australian website, on the Australian Hermes website, it was 1665 Australian dollars. So I was like, okay, that is a huge price increase. And then I wondered, when are you going to Paris? And I looked into my future and I realized there are no plans, no upcoming plans to go to Paris. So here's the issue. Here is the dilemma. It is available for you to buy. There were multiple colors for me to choose from. There was this color, E-taupe, with gold hardware, rose gold hardware, and palladium hardware. There was white with rose gold hardware and palladium hardware. There was black with rose gold hardware, and there's also a minty green with palladium hardware. And intermittently as well, flipping in and out of stock, was gold with gold hardware. And I was like, okay, so like there's a lot of stock. I couldn't believe it was add to cart. And then in my mind, like, I already tried out the dupe. So I felt like, well, you already tried out the dupe. You actually do really like the belt, but the dupe that you got wasn't that great quality. It looks the part, but the quality wasn't that good, and I'll show you that in a minute. So when I was thinking of purchasing this, it was still December. I know Hermes often has a price increase in January. I did text my very reliable friend here on YouTube as well, Jessie Style, just to say, hey Jess, do you know when the Hermes price increase is happening? And she was like next week. And it was the last week of December when I texted her. So she said, like, in the first week of January, that's when the price increase is going to happen. And I'm like, oh, it doesn't make sense to wait if there's going to be a price increase. And given Mary had said that she had bought hers for 920 euros, in terms of the conversion to Australian dollars, I'll put that on screen, but it worked out to be, I think, 90 Australian dollars difference. I'll put all the calculations on screen. This is just from memory, so hopefully I've got it all right. But the difference between, like, if I purchased it in Europe would be only 90 Australian dollars less than if I purchased it in Australia. And clearly 90 Australian dollars is not going to pay for a return flight from here to Paris. So it really made sense to buy it. So I purchased this on the 31st of December. I was trying to toss up which color to purchase. I had the same thought process as Mary. Do I buy the white? Do I buy the black? Do I buy gold and gold? I know gold and gold is a very popular color, but I find it kind of too yellow. I don't know, or maybe I see it everywhere and it just makes me bored of it. It's just not that exciting to me. I don't know, right? So But for some reason, I just didn't feel like getting the gold on gold. So initially I was thinking, do I buy black with gold or black with palladium or white with gold or white with palladium? It was a tough choice for me. Because my Amazon dupe, Hermes Kelly, is in white with palladium hardware, I'm pretty sure it's palladium. No, it might be gold. But I felt like when I was trying to style that belt, because it was white, it was a bit bright. So I thought, okay, maybe black. But at the same time, sometimes I find black is really harsh. So I was like, well, go for like an in-between color then, either tan or gold. And I really like Hermes E-Tube. I find it really neutral and very easy to match. It's like a gray as well as a brown. It's like a cool brown, but a warm gray. And that's what I really like about it. And the other thing that persuaded me to buy the E-Tube as well, I find that it is very unique to Hermes. I discovered as I was looking at the Kelly belts as well that Ferragamo actually makes a very similar belt. They just came up with that one, and they make it in gold with gold, or cognac with gold, I should say, as well as black and gold. And I thought, well, since those ones have gold hardware, it will essentially go with a warm outfit. So I decided to go with the colorway that would go with a cool tone outfit. So the taupe with the palladium hardware. Did you follow that story time? Gosh, that was a little bit long-winded, wasn't it? So I mentioned the price increase. So how much did I pay for this? This was $16.65 before the price increase, and after the price increase, which happened I think on the 2nd of January, it was $18.50. So I calculated it and I saved 185 Australian dollars. So I'm very, very pleased about that. I'm very happy with the quality. I don't want to take off the stickers just yet. I just want to leave it in its brand new condition for a little bit, but I am very, very happy with this purchase. Now, will I be buying anything else from Hermes, given that essentially everything on my Hermes wish list has been checked off? I don't know. I am interested in Hermes bags, but I'm not really feeling a strong desire towards them right at this moment. I am planning to film a video to talk about my wish list for 2025, and I do actually have a few Hermes bags on there, so maybe I'll leave that for that video. Now I'm just going to go and get my Amazon dupe, and we can do this comparison. Ta-da! So here is my Amazon dupe. I have to say she is very pretty as well. So this dupe was absolutely viral on Amazon. Lots and lots of people bought it, and it came in this color as well as a black, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so let me show you the difference. So in terms of holding them, weight-wise, they feel kind of the same, which is fine. But what I can definitely feel, the Amazon one is sort of like, you can see, a bit more compliant. If I bounce them both, this one will have a bit of a jiggle, whereas this one not really. But to be fair, I have worn this belt a little bit. I took it to Amsterdam. I wore it almost every day when I was in Amsterdam. I was there for approximately like maybe 10 days. So, and I've also worn it other times with a dress. In Amsterdam, I wore it with jeans, and wearing it like that often can stress out a lot of belts, isn't it? With regards to the hardware, this buckle is definitely looser. Like you can hear it jiggle, okay? Whereas the Hermes one is not going to do that. There's no sound at all, right? With the buckle, it's definitely easier to just put it straight in. So essentially there is a bigger gap between the two pieces of metal, okay? Whereas this one, as you saw before, I had to seesaw it and then push it down before it would go in. I think you can appreciate that the fit is different, isn't it? It's much more snug on the Hermes one compared to the Amazon one, okay? The Amazon hardware is shiny. The Hermes one, I have no doubt, is shiny. The Amazon one looks somewhat broader, but they're actually the same when I put them on top of each other. And I think that's because the Hermes Kelly belt has contrast stitching, so it provides an optical illusion as opposed to this one, which is all tonal. But when I stack them on top of each other, they are exactly the same width. The Hermes one has black glazing. The Amazon one has white glazing. And let me show you what I'm referring to when I'm talking about quality. Very typical for Hermes is to have their hardware riveted on or screwed on. I don't know what the correct term is, with these little studs. Whereas the Amazon one, that's what it looks like on the other side, is this big screws. You see how that paintwork has chipped off from the Amazon one, okay? And some of the glazing here has come off as well, okay? Over here, there's a bit of glazing that is loose as well. And the paint over here is chipped off as well. So I mean, needless to say, dupes and the real thing are not exactly the same. But as long as you know that you're buying a dupe and what you're paying for, I don't think there's any problems with dupes. I do have a whole video talking about all my luxury dupes and whether I think they're worthwhile or not. So I won't repeat myself here. Go ahead and watch that video if you're interested. I'll leave that in the description box below. But yes, here is my brand new Kelly belt. I'm so pleased with it. I'm just glad I finally have one because years ago when I wanted it, I couldn't get it anyway because it was never in stock. This time has just been my first opportunity to buy it, and I have one now in E2. If you have any questions about this purchase or this unboxing, certainly leave them in the comment section below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!